Today we're cooking some soul food cornbread. Cornbread has been a dish in my family since I could remember. We have always had cornbread with our dinner, especially Sunday dinner. Collard greens and cornbread, that's a southern dish, and it is definitely delicious. The reason why I chose to use these 3 types of veggies are because they all add flavor. What I have here is 1 whole diced onion. This was a pretty small onion. About a 1/2 cup of diced mushrooms, portobello mushrooms, and 1 cup of celery. So all of these things are going to go into my cornbread mix. Now I have my vegetables here. I'm ready to mix my cornbread together. I have a cornbread mix that is gluten-free, it's wheat-free, it's dairy-free. So this is a vegan cornbread that we're going to have today. So step 1 is use the whole bag. You may want to sift through some. So we have the whole bag of corn mix in the pan. This is an 8 by 11 inch pan. The next step is using an egg replacement. This is an all-natural egg replacement. It's suitable for vegetarians and vegans. So for every egg you want to use, for the egg replacer, you want to use 1 tablespoon. So with this cornbread that we're making today, we want to use 2 tablespoons. One, 2. The next step is adding the vegetables, the veggies. We also want to add crushed red pepper. That will add a lot of spice to our cornbread. I'm adding 1.5 cup of olive oil to the cornbread. For the egg replacer, for every egg, you want to use 3 tablespoons of water. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last step in making our cornbread is adding a natural sweetener. This is agave. Agave comes in different flavors. The one I'm using today is a blueberry raw. It's sweeter, and we're going to use 1.5 cup. I'm going to add the sweetener to the cornbread, and I'm going to just add a little bit at a time. Start to mix the cornbread together. I'm adding the rest of the agave sweetener to to the cornbread mix. You know, it kind of moistens it up a little bit. So it also, the vegetables add moisture to the cornbread. So it's just not your typical hard cornbread. I have just mixed all of my ingredients together. You can see that there's this dense mixture. I'm about to put the cornbread into the oven. The oven has been preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to let the cornbread cook for approximately 25 minutes. If it's not as dark as desired, I will let it cook for 27 to 30 minutes. I'm taking it out of the oven, setting it on the counter, let it cool for about 5 minutes before I cut it. I know it's done if the sides, the edges are browned. I can clearly see through here. I let it cook for the amount of time that was required for it to cook thoroughly. And I also let it stay about 5 minutes extra. So this has set in the oven for 30 minutes total. It looks pretty tasty. It's crunchy on the top. The moisture, I can see it as I cut through it. I'm pretty excited. Pretty excited about my cornbread.